Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today, after a bad period on Facebook, we're going to discuss on how you can recover from these bad periods. These bad periods are happening from time to time, we cannot avoid it. There is going to be always bad periods with Facebook, and a lot of times I see people destroying their ad accounts because of that, because they don't understand what they have to do. How do I know it? Because I have done a crazy amount of consulting calls now, and on July that the results were good, I have done almost none. So there are people that they come to talk to me about having bad results and how they closed all of their campaigns and all of that. And I need to address all of that in order for you to know what to do. We have analyzed it a lot in the podcast. I think I wanted to make a dedicated video by showing you also ad accounts that they had bad periods and how you can overcome them. Facebook is a platform which is working by charging impressions. What does this mean? That if a lot of people they come and they advertise, we're going to have more people advertising, which means that you're going to be charged more. It's the CPM, as we call it, the cost per 1,000 impressions. Not only that, if there are more and more people coming to advertise, a lot of times we're going to have less sales because somebody is taking something, one sale from us here and there and there. Even if there are a lot of people with small budgets, they still take a sale here and there, and the volume that these people have, it's actually being shown on our results. Why is this happening? Because we had a very good July and August. Everybody's talking about it on Reddit or on other platforms, and they do come and they advertise because they think that now Facebook magically fixed the numbers and they can advertise and they can have good numbers. These are a lot of people, I like to call them Facebook immigrants. They come and go basically, and what they do is that they want to come and advertise because their numbers, they don't make sense. They want to come and advertise only in a good period, but they never come in a good period because the good period has already passed and they didn't have the information at that point. So what do? They have numbers that they are in the verge of being profitable or unprofitable. So for them, in order to be able to have good results, the only way to have good results is to actually come in a period that Facebook is having lower CPMs so that the numbers are going to make sense. And of course, I'm not talking about Black Friday. Black Friday has so much volume in terms of orders that we cannot see this kind of effect. But I'm talking about other periods. A lot of times they are random, and there are a lot of people that they come to the platform, they advertise, and the whole point here is for you to hold and maintain your position, even by just losing a little bit every day, in order for them to panic, start losing money, lose all of their money, I don't care, and stop advertising so that the market can come back to normal. So it's going to be always like this. There is going to be always good periods and bad periods. The whole point is that in the bad periods, what you're doing is you're holding your position, you're maintaining. The people who are going to be afraid first, they're going to close their ads, or the people who don't have so good numbers and they're losing a lot of money every day, they're going to close their ads. And then what you need to do is the moment you will see some good, situation that it's coming better and better, 2, 3, 4 days, or see it across your ad accounts, which is a better verification, you push. Because at that point, all of this market that was left from these idiots, or Facebook immigrants, as we call them, as I call them, it's something that you can actually go and snatch, okay? You can go and you can take it and you can maintain it, then they are going to come again eventually, you're going to maintain your position, you're going to do that again and again. It's always trying to push a little bit more, but we're not pushing on the bad periods. A little bit of what you should do when you have a bad period. So here we apply the rule that says, during the bad periods, we are the laziest person in the earth, and during the good periods, you're doing testing, new campaigns, scaling, whatever you want to do. Even if you have the craziest ideas or whatever you want to do during a bad period, let me tell you that it's not a proper test because it's a bad period and you don't know if it's working or not working. Second thing, coming here and okay, you're having a good period on July and August right now, and on September you didn't have a good period. When this is happening, you coming and changing this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. This is just small mistakes every day that they compile to the destroying of your ad account. And I have seen people that they have closed, for example, one campaign that was doing very well, but for the last 7 days it wasn't doing well, so they closed it, and basically this campaign actually lost all the data and everything. They lost all of the progress just because of 7 days. This is not correct. And you should do nothing. That's the sad truth. When things are not doing well, you just sit down and you wait, and you try to maintain it by just maybe lowering the budgets a little bit and stuff, but not doing anything crazy, not doing anything that's going to disturb the ad account in a very big level. I do understand that you are afraid, and this is something that it took me years to overcome. The fear on Facebook ads is something that it doesn't go away that easily. And I do understand that you don't have information like I do and whatever, but still, that's the sad truth, and you need to train yourself of not being afraid, and you need to be able to overcome these periods, because if you don't, you're just becoming a hustler that it's coming and go all the time, and you're doing changes whenever things are doing good or bad. Do you want to be part of the people that they are just not being affected by those? Or do you want to be the person that you are always going to have issues because of these bad periods? Because they are not going to stop. There are always going to be people that they will try to enter Facebook and they will be disappointed. There are always going to try to be changes from Facebook. Maybe on September we had a lot of changes. This is why this happened. Maybe we have a lot of people coming and advertising because they are preparing for Black Friday. This is also another scenario. I remember another September which was bad with the Biden election. We had so many ads for political reasons that it was actually ruining all the CPMs in the United States. All of that, it's actually creating periods that are going to be bad and good, and you need to be able to overcome them. And I guess it's up to you after that to reevaluate a little bit your way of thinking, or if you want to start all over again when something is actually happening. This is also the reason that I don't like consolidation, because if you have only one campaign, there is nothing that you can do. You just have to wait, okay? And maybe it's going to work. You're going to wait and stuff. But if you have a lot of campaigns, and at least you have some space to close one, keep another one, but you're not going to completely stop your ads or whatever that may be, or you can lower the budget. Now you can tell me I can lower the budget in a campaign if I have only one consolidated campaign. Okay, but from my experience seeing it, this is going to mean even worse results for a period in a bad period, because when you're lowering the budget in a campaign, the campaign doesn't react really well to it, especially at the start until it stabilizes again, and it's a bad period, so it's not going to stabilize. And Facebook doesn't care about that, okay? Facebook doesn't care about the 10 days that you're going to have bad result, and they talked about consolidation, but it's not their own money. If you care about getting fired like me, then you talk about these things in the way that I try to explain to you. Let's go on my PC. Let me show you these periods and how to overcome them. I have done also another video which explains how to overcome a bad period if the results persist and they don't go away. You can overcome a bad period by just doing a promotion so that you can flood the system with data. It's going to inflate the results, but it's going to help you overcome this period by just having a lot of data and having better optimization than the others that they are not running a promotion. You should go and you should watch it. I think it happened on May or June for this ad account. So just to prove my point, I'm going to show you several accounts, smaller ones, bigger ones, and show you the trend. You will see, we have analyzed it in another video, but it's actually funny because when I was trying to find which ad accounts show you, it was pretty obvious. So we come here, 8th to 17th, okay? This is the bad period that I have seen. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. It's actually 10 days, very bad results. And I do understand that 10 days for some of you are going to be a lot, but I'm going to show you how it looks and then the average of the month. So in this one, for example, this is a smaller spending account. From 8 to 17, we have 4.4K spent, 1.24. And then we go from 18 to 28, 2.89. And if we see the whole month over here, let's see how it has been affected, 2.34. Still you are above break even on this ad account, which is fine because you maintain your position, you're above the number that you want to be, but you had a very bad period. Do you know what most of the people did here? They come from 8 to 17 and then come here and they close these two campaigns, okay? Let's see them, these two campaigns, they closed them. They kept just this one, which is a very small spend, it's just a retargeting, and maybe this one, but I believe that most of them would close also this one. So they would close all of their ads basically here and they will start all over again. But if we see in the whole month over here, we can see that this one is not doing well, but still we keep it for volume. But we can see that this one, for example, has 3.66 in the whole month. Okay, so it wasn't destroyed, and we can see that in average we're having 2.34, which is good. Here, for example, just to give you an example, it was losing money. Okay. So from 8 to 17, it was losing money. And the truth is that I had an argument with the owner of the ad account, but of course I'm working with him for years and he knows that I'm not joking when I'm talking about things. So here I told him that lose a little bit of money now, but for the whole month you're going to be profitable. And this is what happened. Now, can you do the same? Do you have the same information as I do and stuff? Certainly no, but this is the truth over here, and we need to actually address it. Let's go to another small account before we go to the big ones, okay? This ad account, for example, okay? Just a spend from 8 to 17, it has 3K spend, 0.82, okay? And then we go from 17 to 28, okay? This person lowered the budget a lot, but it's a mistake. If this person was going to keep the ads over here, it was going to have much better results because he just closed the ads, but the ads didn't work because he closed them. The ads work from 18 to 28 right now because they were going to work anyway. This is what I'm trying to prove, that this bad period, it's about who is going to just start stopping their ads or whatever, because Reddit, then they go and they say the ads suck and stuff, and people close because they're afraid. It's like the stocks, you know, that they're afraid and they're selling, but somebody holding position, maybe later they're winning or they're buying, and so on. In this ad account, you are seeing better ROAS in that period, but it was going, in my opinion, if it was going to leave the ads, I'm not managing this ad account, by the way, if it was going to leave these ads, they were going to have much better results by just keeping them and staying there. And I know that the break-even ROAS is 1 here because this is a digital product. So they were afraid of actually losing them while they have the luxury of having lower ROAS in order to maintain it. But as soon as they saw that they are losing, they just close all of their ads and they start new ones. It's not okay to start new ads when you're having a bad period. You're just making new ads while everybody else is making new ads, and you're competing with each other on the new ads. Whoever is having older ads, they're just having older CPMs, or let's say older data. And that being said, they have an advantage against you that you are just doing new ads all the time again and again. And let me tell you that you will do new ads, you will try this, that. Eventually, it's going to work. One, it's going to work for everyone else, like the 18 to 28 of September. It's not going to work earlier just because you're doing a big change. Now, if you do a big change and it's going to work in a bad period, that means that you did something really well. But let me tell you that most of the time this is not the case. And all of the changes that you do because you are panicking, they're destroying your whole ad account. Let's discuss about another account. 18 to 17 over here. 1.67 below break even over here, okay? 1.8 is the break even ROAS. If we see then from 18 to 28, 62K spent. So here, this is an account that I'm managing for a long period, okay? So 62K spent and 60K spent, okay? We have two different periods. 2.24, we are above our break even, which is 1.8. We are making money here. And this month, we're going to close to 2.06 or maybe even more because we're doing pretty well in the last 7 days. What's the tendency? 2.09, okay, let's say that we will go close to 2.05 or to 2.10, but we're not expecting this month to be the best one after having 10 bad days. But again, here, I'm proving my point. I didn't close my ads. I kept my my way of working with a lot of campaigns, which helped me a lot, instead of having one bad campaign with the consolidation that Facebook is actually proposing. And I kept my position. I had a profitable month. I did hold all of my spend, and I actually was able to scale more because I'm scaling now also. After I have seen that it's doing well, I'm also doing more campaigns in order to take all the space that these Facebook immigrants have left behind. We say that in the nature, every gap has to be filled by something. This is how marketing also works. Whoever is not spending money somewhere, somebody else is going to come and is going to spend money there to take the position. This is what you're doing. You're maintaining your position and you're taking the position of someone else. The first account that we showed, I think it was United States. The next one, it was Australia. The other one that we showed, it was United States. This one is United States. The next one is United Kingdom. Just so that you can understand that it's not only about United States, but it's also between countries. or one of them was New Zealand. I don't remember anyway. If we see again here from 8 to, I think it was 8 from 18. No, this is the previous year. Let's go in this month. From 8 to 17. Okay, we have 4.07. We are really close to the break-even ROAS over here. Okay, this is a situation that at least we say we are on break-even ROAS. Fine, it's not going to affect us so much, we're not even losing money. I have already proven to you that in other cases that I was losing money, I was still maintaining position. It's about the faith that you have on the ad account, and you know it. After many years, you know that this ad account works like this. So if it has a bad period, it doesn't mean that necessarily your ad accounts or your ads stopped working. It's not that, it's something else that is influencing it. Then this is what you need to actually understand. So 4.07, and then we go from 18 to 28, 6.44. Okay, huge change. Okay, and I'm even scaling now because in this account I'm going super aggressive towards the Black Friday because I want to spend $500,000 here. How much did we spend this month? This month 256k. Most probably I'm going to close, and you can see also that in the whole month I'm actually super profitable. Break-even ROAS here is 4. Break-even ROAS here is 4. In this period I was losing money. 8 to 17, 3.42, I was losing money. And then we go from 18 to 28, we have 4.91. So the situation is good. This month was probably, okay, that's acceptable. Because I'm scaling also this ad account, these are bigger ad accounts, they have different rules. It's not like the smaller ones. Over here, even if I have 4 ROAS or even 3.5 for a month, for example, just to give you the whole picture, let's say that I have 3.5 on September and I'm maintaining my spend and I'm spending more on October, I'm going to do it because I want to maintain my position and I want to make others suffer that they compete with me on the market, and I want to go and spend as much as I can during the Black Friday, establishing a new position which is going to help me spend much more in the next year, actually suffocating all of my competition. I hope that it helps you to understand that these bad periods are going to be here and they're going to come again and again and again, and this is how you need to actually solve them. In this specific ad account, I convinced the client, because it's a big spend, to do a promo. So we do an autumn sale which started here. I believe it started on Monday. And boom, you have inflated results of 8, 7, yesterday wasn't so good, 5, and this day so far have 4.8, but it's too early. So you're having a promotion here, which is actually fueling the results in, and data, of course, is fueling data in, and you're able to overcome a period. And it's not about the inflation of results, because I can see someone thinking like this. It's about the data that you're going to have inside, which is going to help you overcome this bad period. Because, as I said, it's not your fault, it's not your ad account, it's not your structure. It was working for 2-3 months and now suddenly it doesn't work for 10 days. It's because of the volume of advertisers, a change that Facebook did and stuff. Whoever is closing the ads on this period and they're being afraid, or they cannot afford it, which is another case, they are the losers and you are the one that you are winning from this situation, because it's an opportunity. Like every recession, this is an opportunity. The moment that you see that the results are improving, you can do more ads and you're just establishing a better position in the market, and you're just being able to scale more the company. I'm actually happy when I'm having these bad periods, because I know that immediately when I see 1 or 2 results, 1 or 2, 3 days that are good, I'm launching new ads, and I can see it because across all the other accounts, I showed you the pattern, okay? There's nobody who can say that from 8 to 17, it wasn't a bad period for September. And I hope that all of these discussions that we had in the podcast and all of the messages that I got, now it's more clear to you that you see it in a bigger picture. I hope that I helped you to understand it more. The reason that I created this video is because I had so many comments about this bad period and what they do. And the saddest part is that I had a lot of consulting calls, and I have seen with my own eyes people destroying their ad accounts just because they had 2 weeks or 1 bad week, and now they try to build them all over again. And I'm sure from some of them that I talked to that they are so afraid that they're going to do it again and again and they're not going to be able to overcome. Just one note, I had one message from one person that because I was explaining that to the podcast, and this person told me that yeah, it's easy for you to say if you maintain the ad account and you have a little bit of profits or a little bit of loss, but I'm losing a lot of money. Well, if you're on the side that you're losing a lot of money, I do understand that you have to close your ads. I'm not crazy, but what I'm trying to say here is that if your numbers are not so strong enough and you're being influenced so strong by these bad periods, then that means that you cannot advertise always on Facebook. The things that I'm saying here is about people and companies that they have strong numbers and they can advertise always on Facebook. And there are people like this, they just don't know it because they just close their ads for 5-7 bad days results and they are not waiting. On the other hand, you can tell me I'm afraid, I don't know how much to wait and stuff. Well, this is what you need to train your self about, and this is how you need to get trained for Facebook ads. Or if you cannot do it, leave someone else to do it, and don't bug them during that period that is doing bad, because if he's telling you that in the other ad accounts things are bad and you have to wait, you have to listen to him. And if you don't believe him, tell him to show you the other accounts to compare. That being said, if you want to learn more about Facebook ads, you can check my book, my course, and my website, of course. And until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent.